So, the DeAndre Jordan situation, I'm a media guy. I saw it from the outside. Take me through your emotional roller coaster. How did it play for you, Coach?
Well, the beginning part didn't play very well. I get a call from DeAndre's agent and telling me that DJ is not going to stay with us. That stung me. Coaches put in more than just coaching players. You build a relationship. And DJ and I have and had an amazing relationship. And so when I got that news, Colin, that was, that hurt me. You'd think that he would stay. I was positive he would stay. And then when you get that news that he's not, you're shook by it. And then, the rumblings started pretty much right after that DJ was having second thoughts. I got calls from players and others that DJ wanted to change his mind. And then when finally DJ and I talked, that was the only amusing part for me after DJ came back. I kept hearing Mark Cuban talk about he was owed a call, and, that's silly. In my opinion, I don't think anybody's owed anything. Heck, I didn't get a call from DJ when he decided to leave. I got a call from his agent. and we had a 2-year relationship. So I don't, that part I was amused by. But, when DJ and I finally talked, he said it, Coach, I want to come back. And, so once we had that discussion, I knew we were back in the ball game, obviously, and I thought we would get them. But unfortunately, it played out in front of everybody. You've been in business a long time in your job, and you've seen guys make tough decisions, and you've seen guys change your mind, which you have the right. It just didn't play out publicly. And, I didn't know the whole, what is it, emoji or whatever those things are called.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was going on, while we were at DJ's house. I found out about that when I got back to my hotel room that night, and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Doc, it is, and I think it's a much better fit, and I was surprised too. And I just thought, I think you have a championship-level team, at least offensively, I'm sure of that. Let me address something, though, Coach, because though I don't know you personally, I know a lot of people who do, and they've always said that the strength to you, it's a Joe Torre strength. Players like you get the temperature in the room. You've always had good locker rooms. You get strife. I mean, you dealt with Rondo and made it work, and he's not the easiest guy. But let me address this, and you tell me how fair it is. I hear DeAndre and Chris struggle. Chris is intense. DeAndre, maybe he's laid back. Some of it has to be true at some point, or it wouldn't get out. Were you ever last year? Was there a moment when you said, guys, we got to bridge this? Were there times that you were worried about Chris and DeAndre's relationship?
Not to the point that it was played out. That was overblown. But as you said, there's no doubt that when players it was more our team, not Chris, DeAndre. The funny thing about DeAndre and Chris are very similar. Chris is a very intense guy, and even though DJ smiles a lot, DJ is every bit as intense. And so when you have that on the floor, you're going to have your occasional blow-ups, but not a big deal. Not as big of a deal as it was played out, I can tell you that. Having said that, me as a coach and reading about this and hearing about all this, the whispers, where there's smoke, there's fire. And you know that. And not more those two, just more as a team in general. We have to do a better job, and I always take that first from me, not the players. I saw it at times, arguments and stuff. And that would, again, those two, just as a group, I think that's part of a team's fabric.
Yeah.
That it carried on after the season, I didn't like. But I think what people forget, Colin, is how we lost. We didn't lose a normal way this year.
Yeah.
We had a 3-1 lead. We lost to Game 7. That's as hard of an emotional loss as there is other than losing in the finals. And so, the good thing that's come out of this is when we all went over DJ's house, everybody had a say. It was a great team-building thing. It was something that I was fearful of going into the summer, that at some point our team was going to have to address our collapse. And, very similar to the Spurs, I guess, when they lost to the Heat. And Pop said it took them months before they got together.
Yep.
Well, the good thing that came out of this is we've had that talk now, and now we can move on and kind of start building our team back.